So can you explain what this photo is? Because I took the photo.
So this is from our garage. There are a number of mud wasps that live in the area. So this is a mud wasp nest that is in a shelf of our garage, or at least was in a shelf of our garage.
Yeah, it's since been disassembled.
We removed it. It did have active larvae in it.
Yeah. So I took a photo of it, and then I decided to utilize the photo by adding some stuff to it and seeing what else I could come up with.
Yeah, you wanted to make a creepy sort of
A scene.
yeah.
And so I started with the wasp nest itself, and then I had some ideas over here with like maybe cracks coming out, and then I decided no. There's this little guy in there.
Little guy.
The little guy.
He's just a little fella.
And there were so many layers trying to get like the darkness right, I guess. I wanted there to be like an entity that we can't necessarily describe.
Natural, but also,
Yeah. There's this little guy. Or person.
What are you
Genderless.
doing over there, guy?
Yeah. Real little. And, like, so many layers again. Because it wasn't quite dark enough, but then it was too dark, and then it was... So you'll see me kind of sculpt this out. I think it still looked like a person in the end. I don't know if it really does.
So far, looking good. Just in his shadowy corner.
Yeah, I wanted it to be like that little person is sort of creating the shadow, like it's depression as a character. And then these are all the bad thoughts around within the nooks and crannies of the room.
That's neat. With the making the hole, deepening the hole.
Thank you.
I like that.
So the little character gets worse and worse and
worse.
and worse.
And worse.
You see that it's
Yeah.
You can't see it anymore. I had to fix it up a little. And gave him little separate toes because
That
clearly.
is amazing shading.
Thank you, but it's not like you could see the separate little toes. So I did a lot of work that you can't really see. Decided these little shapes are doors because that made sense to me. Tiny little doors, and I liked the idea that maybe some doors are real and some doors aren't.
Alright.
Maybe you can't tell which are actually openable and which are just drawn on with doorknobs that go in door.
Some false doors.
Mm-hmm. Here's some highlights. Again, trying to give more dimension to this character. Because I lost some of the details somewhere along the line.
They need a hug.
They do. They do. And again, they're making shadow. So they're not just in shadow, it's like they are causing the shadow around them.
Yeah.
And blood! Every room needs blood.
Every room needs blood.
I thought maybe like something dripped from the ceiling and then became alive enough to walk over there and crawl back up again.
Yeah, footprints going on.
Yeah. I'm not sure which direction went to where, but I like the idea that something moved around the room really fast.
Splurked down.
Mm-hmm. There's another little guy trying to come out of the wall. As you do.
Nice. You're very good with the small details.
So first I was like, okay, this is done. And my plan was it's done. But my main issue was there was so much empty space over and to the right, and the little guy was too little. So.
Oh, so here we go.
Yeah. I embiggened him. And I think I tilted him a little bit because that little piece comes up under his butt, so my thought was that his feet are kind of on that, and then his butt is lower. I'm saying he, I don't know what gender this.
They.
Yeah. What gender they are.
The thems.
And again, more shadow.
Yeah, heighten
More
the
doors.
shadows.
Needs more doors. Oops, all doors.
Oops, doors.
And I did go back and forth a little bit, and I tried to match the three on the bottom as best I could. So that was kind of fun. Because I don't really know what those marks are to begin with. So I finagled.
I think they predate us being here, so I don't know what those marks mean.
I wonder, like, were they cut in a little bit? I have no idea. but I made more doors. And again, I do like the idea that some of these lead somewhere, and some of them just don't.
It's
You're not gonna
magic.
know. Yeah. And more slices. Because why not?
Yeah, heighten the slices.
More upsetting little gouges. I wanted it to be like, it's wood, but it's also sort of fleshy.
Yeah, you're pushing the contrast too. So.
Yeah. It's almost like bruised. So this was my second attempt.
Lovely.
And compositionally, this is it. This is the end. And then I tried to put some colors over it to see how I could make it a little darker in some areas versus in others. So you're going to see a few different versions of this, and I honestly don't know which is my favorite.
I like that one so far.
This one's fun because the character is the darkness that's sort
Yeah.
of coming from the character. This one is similar, but like a little bit lighter and a little bit redder.
I feel like the other one has like better all over contrast,
This one just goes red.
which I think takes away from the blood splatter.
I can agree with that, though it's going to get worse for a second.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
This just looks like a dark room.
That's just a doom filter.
That's, your photographs have developed, and then I think this one is actually my favorite.
That's really good. I
This-
like that.
This might be my favorite.
I like that a lot.
So this is what I did with it.
Hooray!
Rock on.
Thank you for sharing. Rock on.